Hey guys, what's up? Mike here, better known as Skippy, and today I have some very exciting gameplay for you. I say that before every video, but this time it truly is an extremely good gameplay. I go 66-5 and a kill confirmed, which is really impressive in itself, but this is like the second time I've ever played this map. And I'm going to consider it the first time I ever played it because the first time I did play it, I had a really bad connection, so I kept dying. I didn't explore the map at all. I stayed in the back kind of sniping, because that was the only way I could not die every 2 seconds. So this is the first time I've kind of explored, and so all the buildings I go in are pretty much the first time I've been in them. So you'll see me go into some dead ends and stuff, because I don't really know the map. But my setup is the Vector, and I believe I have Silencer and Fast Mags, which is just like Sleight of Hand. And I really like having fast mags because, when you're rushing around, you're behind the enemy, being able to reload quickly and take on multiple enemies at once is extremely useful. Cause you'll see a lot of times I get behind them because my favorite way to play is to just like flank them and constantly rush in their spawn. And there's a few situations where it turns into like a 4 or 5 on 1, and I need to kill 2 guys, tuck behind cover, reload really fast, then kill some more guys. And so, Fast Mags really helps with that. And this is probably one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to me in any COD. This guy, somehow he gets away from all my Vector bullets, and then I cannot hit him to save my life with that secondary. I don't remember what it's called. It's just like a bunch of letters, but it's like the Raffica from NW2. It's a burst fire secondary pistol. It's actually really good. I highly advise that as a secondary, because there's no delay between bursts. So if you pull the trigger really fast, it's essentially a full auto gun, and it's like a 3 or 4 shot kill and 3-shot burst at close range. It kills them really fast. So it's a great secondary to have if you run out of ammo. You can just pull it out, shoot a few people quickly. And there's a lot of people you'll see running around using that as their primary because it is such a good gun. And I should also talk about my kill streak setup, or score streaks, I guess. I'm running UAV, Hellfire missile, and I think the other thing is called AGR. It's basically, I'd call it the Wally, because it's just like a little robot dude that goes around, chills, kills some enemies. You can control it, or you can let him just go autopilot, which is what I do. Just because I'm not a fan of control kill streaks, because it takes me out of the action. And so unless I'm in a chopper gunner killing a lot of people, I really don't like to be out of the gameplay, just because I rush so much, and that's how I stay excited. I'm pretty ADD, so I get bored very quickly if I'm not running around and killing people. And that really reflects on my gameplay, I think. And the gun I just picked up is the future version of the TAR-21, I believe, from MW2, which was one of my favorite guns in any Call of Duty. So I'm glad that they brought it back. It's got kind of weird iron sights, and it's not the best, but all the assault rifles in this game are really just not good. They're very mediocre at medium to long range, which is where they're supposed to be strong. And so, up close they have no chance with submachine guns, and far away they pretty much have no chance with submachine guns. They're not very good, but they're kind of fun to play around with. Gotta try all the weapons. Even though I say that, but I pretty much only used the Vector this entire time. I got the game last night, and I played for about 4 hours last night. And I've played for about 2.5 hours so far today, and then I got this gameplay, so I figured I'd take a break for a little while and commentate on it and post it. And in that time I've had a few bad experiences, mostly with connection issues. I'm pretty sure almost everyone's having this problem. It's just it's just like server issues. Like, you'll have a 4-bar and then just completely have a terrible connection, and you're lagging everywhere. People are killing you when they should not be killing you. And then on top of that, my internet's been kind of messing up at my house, so my NAT type's been moderate for half the time, which means I'm getting 3 bars. And there's server issues, so like for the first day, or last night I should say, I was getting really frustrated because I kept dying over and over. My KD was like 1.4, which for me is pretty bad, and it's just getting super frustrated. And today I had similar issues, and then I switched to Ground War because I figured if I'm gonna have a bad connection, might as well play Ground War, so everyone has a bad connection as well, and maybe I'll have a little bit more luck in here. And actually, surprisingly, I had a lot better connections in Ground War. I had a 4-bar, I wasn't really lagging, I was getting like 45 and 15 games like every time. I had one game, I mean obviously I had this game too, but I had one game which wasn't as impressive of a score, but I got like 58 and 17 with the most captures and the most defends and domination. My score ended up being like 7,600 or something like that. So that just shows you like that's really how I play. Is I rush on the objective, I kill people, and that's just how I do it. There's some people that like to sit in corners, and it makes me so angry, and I don't understand how they can do it. That gets so boring for me. Like, why buy a game if you're just gonna sit in a corner? But enough complaining. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game today. I got in this lobby, like I said, in Ground War, and I had good connections, and I had a really good time getting good scores, raising my KD, so it's almost 2 now, and just having a lot of fun. This game, 66 kills and only 5 deaths. I've only had, maybe 4 or 5 comparable games in all of MW3, because in that game it was really hard to stay alive for that long, and rush around, get all these kills. And a lot of the kill streaks would get shot down, and then EMPs are going off all the time. And so now getting an EMP in this game, I haven't even seen one yet, because you have to get like 1,300 points in 1 life, which is extremely difficult to do. So hopefully that doesn't become an issue. And then Ghost, if I'm not mistaken, it's the last perk you unlock. You get it at the level before you prestige. So I think it's 55. I don't even know. I'm level 41, so I haven't prestiged or anything. But it is double XP, so I'll probably prestige later today. My first impressions of this game are, at first they were extremely negative. I was getting really mad. I wanted to go back and play MW3 because, at least in that game, I don't have such a bad connection. But, this morning I jumped in Ground War. One other change I made is I was playing with a bunch of friends yesterday. And, they live all over the world in the country, so, if a bunch of people from separate places have to connect to one host, obviously, not everyone's going to get a good connection. And this morning I jumped in Ground War and I played by myself, and that seemed to help a lot. So if you are having trouble, try playing by yourself, and try Ground War or just some different game modes. And also try and find game modes that have a lot of people. If you're playing one that only has 1,000 people, obviously there's not going to be that many people living around you, so connection's also going to suffer from that. Those are one of the tips I can give on how to improve your connection a little bit. But this gameplay is wrapping up. I'm just going ham on these guys. I really didn't expect to get this good of a score, and within 6 hours of playing, having a 66 and 5 game makes me hopeful that I'll have a lot more high-scoring games, especially if I decide to use higher kill streaks. Because these kill streaks are, my highest one is like the middle of the line. So if I end up running, dogs or chopper gunner or whatever, I hope that I'll be able to bring you guys a few hundred plus, which I wasn't able to do in MW3. Anyway, guys, some of my first impressions: 66 and 5 kill confirmed. I'm Skippy, and I'm out.